Now. Jennifer just picked up a 2023 Ford Bronco. We are putting basically the trailer tow package. There are plenty of videos out here to show you how to do this. There are not very many quick and dirty videos. So there are LED and there are non-LED. These are non-LED. This is a base model Bronco with the Sasquatch package. There are two wiring harnesses. This is the non-LED wiring harness. The LED wiring harness will not work in the non-LED. This is your hitch, capable of hauling 4,500 pounds with a 675 pound tongue weight. They're right there. So this is self-explanatory. You have 4 bolts, 4 holes, 4 factory holes. You have 4 bolts that go through to the front side. The only thing that is slightly difficult is getting your hand up in there to start the nuts, and that was solved by putting the nut in the closed end wrench and then sticking it up in there and then twisting the bolt on the back side. That's the only difficult part. Okay, as far as the wiring harness, you've got the plastic panel that runs up and down here. You've got these little Phillips head clips. You unscrew it very carefully or else they will break and you won't be able to get them out of there. But you can use your little plastic pry bar to get those out of there. You've got about 4 or 5 of those, and then you've got 2 bolts, 2 10mm bolts. And then you can finagle this piece out of there easily. You've got your factory wiring harness, which is the one back there. Unclip the factory wiring harness, push the clip, push that little thing in and unclip it. Maybe use a screwdriver because it's kind of difficult. And then you have a pigtail. You got 2 ends. You take the trailer tow package wiring and you clip the male into the male and the female into the female, and that is yellow and brown on the driver's side. So you have your converter box, which I already mounted back there with the self-tapping screw out of the way as to not conflict with your plastic trim piece. You've got the black wire coming out of there. You have the white ground wire. They supply you with a self-tapping screw. Make sure that you take the paint off of wherever you're going to attach that self-tapping screw. Take your green wire, which goes over to the passenger side, and you can just run it along here because it's going to end up underneath on the back side of the bumper. Come up underneath here and through there, and then it will be underneath your trim black panel. Same thing. You've got 2 bolts and you've got several of these plastic clips. Make sure you get them all. So you've got the green wire that comes over here. Same situation. Unplug your factory wiring by pushing on that right there and unplugging, and then plug the female and the male into each other, into the factory wiring, and you're done with that portion of it. So you can tuck that up underneath there, lickety split, whenever you get a chance. Well, not whenever you get a chance, but when you're doing this. Okay, so you've got a long black power wire that is supplied with the kit. That black wire right there. They supply you with a fuse that has, this yellow wire is looped, and you cut it, you snip the wire and you attach it to your black wire with the butt connectors that they supply and the loop that they also supply. So basically, butt connect the fuse into the black power wire and put your loop on the end of it. You've got your red positive side, you have all these terminals that you could be hooking this up to your loop. So pick one of those and hook it up to the loop. Keep your fuse out until the end. I ran the wire down along the fuse box, around the back, and then you see the daylight down there. I ran it down there, making sure to keep it away from any moving parts. And I'll try to do this as easily as possible, but you basically get the gist. Come down through there, follow your factory wiring harness along, and then up, zip tying it. And then once you go over the frame, you will have brake lines on the back side. Follow the brake lines up and over, keeping it away from your brake hoses, etc. And then you will ultimately end up by the heat shield for the muffler. So I ran mine up and over the heat shield, and then you come out right in the same area. Come up through there, and then you butt connect the black wire to the black wire on the converter box. And then you put all the panels back on. Maybe test your wiring before you do that. And you have installed a trailer tow package. Super easy. I'm not any kind of a rocket scientist, but this is a super simple project for, I would say, almost anybody. It doesn't take a lot of mechanical skill. Anyway, thanks a lot.